Hello and welcome back to our HIP Roman Restoration campaign. In our last episode, we finally got started properly on tier 6 we're on of our Imperial Reconquest. Well, we haven't really got started yet. We've declared the wars, but haven't actually raised any troops. But we have declared on pretty much everybody that we can conceivably fight for some of the Imperial Reconquests here, with the exception of Hungary, which I am hoping to be able to get a claim on so that I can take the whole kingdom in one fell swoop instead of in the 7 or 8 or however many single duchy wars that it would take otherwise. We do have a plot going to try and kill the king there in the hopes of generating some more claims, so let's see if anyone joins. Actually, let's raise troops first, since we're going to want to get that done as quickly as possible. We have our retinue up here in Britannia, and we'll raise the army of Britannia as well, which will hopefully be enough for everybody we have to fight up here. Actually, Alba is probably pretty powerful, isn't he? 67k. I think we're going to have to transport some more troops over here. We'll use France for some of the wars over here. Let's transport some troops up from Portugal instead. So hopefully that should be enough to handle Alba and everybody else up there. Over here, well, we can certainly raise France's army, which will be a lot of troops. Is this France? 18,000? That seems low. Is he really annoyed with me or something? I guess not. Oh well, we'll just have to contribute more troops from elsewhere. Let's see, we'll get about 20,000 there. We got this 25k here. Who else do we have nearby that we can raise? We got Burgundy and whoever this is, Ravenna, I think. We'll raise them in the general area. Just join these two together over here. And we got Italia and Anaria over here. I guess we can raise you. How many are we going to need to take on Poland? He's got 54k, so we're going to need more than this. Let's raise some troops from down here, how about? Nope, I want you to be on the coast. We have Antioch, which is actually not that powerful, and Konya. Alright, I don't really want to land you all in the same county. We'll do it this way, so we don't end up taking attrition. And you can come over here to Venice, I think. Alright, let's assume that's going to be enough for the moment, and we can raise more as necessary. And we've lost a trade post. So the wars are off to a bad start. I think we can recover, though. Let's see, this county is hills, so I guess we'll get in there under the assumption that Poland isn't going to get their army together too quickly, and we should have some reinforcements nearby in time to defend if they do come after us there. It looks like Italia and Anaria is off to war. Called in as an ally in some revolt war, I see. Alright, so we have some troops landed over here. This county is actually hills as well, so we'll have you get all the way over there. Don't want to march these armies on top of each other. Actually, these two should be fine to stay together, I think. This 17k. We'll just delay you a little while until this army gets out of the way. Send you up in this direction. Alright, so we have 25k over here. And I think we'll go and try to fight some armies as soon as possible. And you can head in here for the moment. Actually, instead of that, why don't you come across here and fight this army? Supporters of the blue and green chariot teams have clashed at the Hippodrome and riots have broken out. The city guard is fighting to contain the situation, but the Varangian guard is also standing by. They would make mincemeat of any hooligans before the riot has a chance of spreading to other districts. There could be significant collateral damage. Let's let the city guard handle it this time. We should be doing something over here in Britannia as well. So we have our 28k from Portugal too. Let's bring them up in this direction. See if we can fight this little army from Alba before it joins up with any others. The city guard pulls in reinforcements from other districts and finally manages to dispel the rioting crowds. Many neighborhoods are burning and looting is widespread in those districts. The guard was forced to abandon. The loss of life is relatively small, so we lose 56 gold, not a big deal. This actually isn't from Alba, it's from Holland. Never mind. We'll fight it anyway, because we're fighting Holland. Alright, so this is plains. I'm pretty sure we're going to cross a river no matter which way we go in. But I think we'll be just fine. And here is 19k from Poland. Which I think we can handle, especially if they choose to attack one of my armies that's stationed in a county with hills, which is exactly what's going on there, it looks like. They're going to be there on the 9th of August. We'll just be ready to reinforce from here. An envoy gave me a gift of baklava. Delicious it is, without any rival in syrupy sweetness and culinary delight, one would think. So we get some extra diplomacy, which is nice. And we're taking some attrition here. Quite a lot, in fact. So let's get some of those out of here. Yeah, that should be fine. Alright, Castile is even happier with us. He was already out of the faction, but that's okay. And then why didn't you retreat over here once you're done with that? We've engaged this army here. And successfully. So we will follow this army and fight it again. Hopefully destroy it. Still actually over the supply limit here, but not by much, so I think we'll just leave it. Alright, so this battle should be basically over at this point. And we won this battle up here as well. Why don't you head over here and siege this now? Actually, no, you come up here and siege this. You head up to here. So we know that Poland has considerably more troops than they've sent down so far. But if we take out this army, I think it'll make the rest of it pretty easy because they won't really have the strength to do anything against us. Alright, no problem. The Polish army is headed up here. I think we'll actually lose a little bit of siege progress here and go and intercept them. just to make sure that we wipe it out. Alright, let's check on what's going on up in Britannia, which I've kind of been ignoring. It looks like that army is now gone. 10,000 from Alba over here, but he has considerably more than that. I don't know where they are. That's the only hostile siege we have going on. I think we'll just ignore that, I suppose, and maybe send these armies over here to actually siege our target duchy from Alba. Actually, don't we have... yeah, one of these armies, or one of these wars is against a revolt. Maybe we should spend some more attention on that and try to finish that while the revolt is still going on so we don't have to redeclare it. Everyone else is doing something useful over here, okay. We took back our trade post. I've noticed that Grandmaster Eudoxius and our half-brother Mauricios are not on the best of terms, a situation I hope to remedy. I have invited them both for some quality family time. Constantinople, okay. That seems fine. And they like each other better now. We're going to win a battle here against Mainz, which actually gets us up to 90% there. So let's pursue this army and maybe we can get to 100. Alright, we won another battle against Poland there, getting us up to 42%. Only 98% against Mainz, unfortunately. Oh, I just see another 4,000 from them here. So I guess we'll just go and try and fight that. Okay, we lost that siege, not a big deal. Encountered an army from Alba over here, but it looks like it's a pretty favorable battle for us. Not in terms of the terrain modifiers, which are against us, but with those numbers we should be fine. Though probably appointing some commanders would have been a good strategic move. Let's see, up to 6% against Alba, not really a big deal there. We'll pursue this army and then head back here. And here is the bulk of the armies from Alba. So we might actually need to send this army up here so that we can reinforce if they attack us, because that's quite a lot of troops. Yeah, we'll just put that other war on the back burner for now. This is raiders, okay, we don't need to worry about them. And I forgot about the army from Mainz here, so we will try and catch it here if we can. We have twice their numbers, so that should be okay. Well, we're not catching them there. Maybe we can change their mind about going to Augsburg. Alright, the Despotate of Africa has drifted into the Empire. Good news. We'll try to catch them there. Ooh, looks like a big old Polish revolt going on. Not encompassing... oh no, wait, it does encompass one of the counties that we're trying to take. So that's actually pretty unfortunate. Means we're going to need to declare again for this duchy to get the last county, assuming that we win this one. Well, I don't think there's really much point in us abandoning this war or anything. We may as well just continue to fight it. The good news is that this is the only duchy that we need to take from Poland, so the second war against them should be all we need to do. Okay, we won a battle there. Taking some attrition here, unfortunately. Let's move you into this county instead. Why don't you stay here? Actually, don't stay there. That's not enough supply limit for you. I think here we should be fine, though. This army is in hills. This one is also in hills. That's in plains. If we go to Hereford, then that is hills. And we are slightly over the supply limit, but I think we'll be okay. That way we should be guaranteed to have the defensive bonus and terrain, no matter where they attack us. And at some point we'll manage to fight this army. We've actually... Oh, I thought we had lost some troops to attrition, but I guess we haven't. I just misread the numbers. There are rumors that certain tax collectors in my realm are disgustingly corrupt. Unfortunately, I don't have any good evidence to back this up, even after a lengthy investigation. Still, the commoners are convinced otherwise. If I don't do something, they might grow restless. On the other hand, imprisoning the officials without cause would be problematic as well. We'll take the option that lowers revolt risk. We might become arbitrary, which would be very unfortunate. But we didn't. So, assuming we win this battle against Mainz, we'll be able to end at least one of these wars. And we have been attacked in the hills and across a river by the army from Alba. It looks like they're not moving to reinforce this, which is an interesting decision. Let's just make sure that I have only this one selected so I don't accidentally retreat from this battle. We'll reinforce with that. They are sending their reinforcements in, okay. I don't think I actually appointed commanders here, so let's put them in the reinforcing army so that we can get them in there at some point at least. Alright, so now we'll have the numbers. We have better commanders and we have the terrain, so I think we're going to be good to go on this one. Should be worth quite a lot of war score as well. Actually, we don't have quite the numbers advantage that I thought, but with our other advantages we should be fine. And we have 26k standing by next door just in case we need some more emergency reinforcements, which it looks like we are not going to. So we have a niece who needs to be educated. Give her to a brother. 95 war score. Pretty good. Unfortunately, we're down 5% from the one holding that we lost to them over here, which is preventing us from winning this immediately, I think. Maybe we can assault something and get this ended right now. Alright, we won that battle against Mainz, so we can end this one. So... I'm not sure what we gained there. Oh, there we go. Just gained the county directly. That's fine. We will grant it to a random person. And it's supposed to be under Franconia, so I guess we're probably going to be able to create this kingdom title at some point, or we could just transfer all the people to one of the adjacent kings. We'll hold on to him as a vassal for now. I do want to check on my plot against Hungary, which is actually up to 70%, so we're not too far off on that one. Let's hand out some more bribes and see where it gets us. Not keeping track of these percentages, but I think we're going to get close to 100. He wants 152 for 4% plot power. We'll see where we get. Well, we definitely can't assault this with the number of troops we have there. My daughter Pelagia makes sure everyone gets exactly the same amount of whatever sweets the cook gives the children. It's good for her. She gains the trait Just, which she already had. Still wounded from the unfortunate sword incident. Who owns this land over here? I guess that's Britannia as well. I'd like to get over here and maybe just assault this holding back so that we can wipe out that negative war score. Maybe we'll transport some troops out by boat, and that would be the fastest way to do it. Land them over here in Clare, that's probably the fastest. So if we can get the war with Alba ended, that'll save us a lot of trouble. Uh-oh, this is a pretty bad battle here. Army from the Polish Revolt, they're not even fighting us. They're just hostile. In that case, maybe we'll just retreat from this battle. If we can, and let's also get out of this county since we're not even sieging it. Alright, that's fine. So our army has landed over here. And unfortunately, I think we're losing ticking war score at this point, so probably this assault is not going to be enough to end this right now. But we'll do it anyway. I've noticed that Constas and Anastasios are not on the best of terms. Hopefully we can help them get along better. Yeah, that only got us to 97, unfortunately, so we are going to have to siege something in our capital duchy to get this done. But that's okay, we'll just do that, I suppose. In fact, maybe this one would be possible to assault. We'll see. We are just about out of time for this episode though, so we'll have to leave it here for now. Thanks for watching, and join me again next time.